today we're going to be talking about 5 core growth tips. I'm going to share some tips with you guys today. Let me just pop this in front of me. There you go. So 5 core growth tips. See, in real estate business, you're either moving forward in your real estate business or you're moving backwards. There's no such thing as you standing still. It's either you're going forward or you're going backwards. So my question is, which way is your business moving? Is it going forward or is it going backwards? And really, growth comes from being consistent, having systems in place, and working on lead gen and lead conversion. It's really that simple. It's connecting with people and setting appointments, connecting with people and setting appointments, connecting with people and setting appointments. That's your business. So I'm going to share with you about 5 different tips to help you with growth. And the first one, by far, without question, is your HBUT, which means focus on your highest and best use of your time. What is the highest and best use of your time, right? Basically, where do you excel in your business? Like, what is it that you're absolutely outstanding in, right? Because when you know what it is that you do very well, we need to do more of that. That's what it comes down to it. So if you want to achieve, big numbers and really, achieve those goals, you need to be doing more of what you're really good at, plain and simple, right? No qualms about it. You need to be doing more of what you're excellent at, right? So in order for you to focus on your highest and best use of time, right, we need to start growing our team. We need to start delegating more. We need to start outsourcing more. We need to start using technology to leverage both people and, of course, technology. So if your goal is to grow, which everyone here in this call it is, right? Regardless if you are a team lead, a solo agent, or someone on a team already, right? Like support background, whatever it may be, right? What is your highest best use of time, right? So that you can improve your scenario, right? So whatever that case may be, you need to focus on what you do best. Without the support, you're going to be stretching yourself thin. So who do you need to hire? Where do we need to spend more time so that you are in your own wheelhouse? So growth tip number 1 is we need to focus on your highest and best use of time. Okay. Growth tip number 2, write this one down. I want you to redefine or expand your lead sources. Here's the thing. The more of the same or working harder won't double your business. It's really not, right? Tom's talked about how this year, if you do the same as what you did last year, you're going to get less this year. It is going to be a tougher year. Accept it. Embrace it. Let's go after it. What do we need to change, right? What do you need to add as a lead source to maximize your existing, real estate business? What do you need to do to maximize your current existing leads, right? What is it that we need to put into place? So it's either redefining what you have in place or expanding what you're doing already, right? Expanding on the lead sources. So here's a few questions I want you to write down. The first one is, how well do you track each lead source currently? When you look at where the business comes from right now for you, how well do you track it? Do you know what's the cost per lead? Do you know how much time dedicated in each lead source and what the results will be, right? How many conversations do you need to have with your database before you get a check, right? Do you know your numbers that well, right? What lead sources are you doing well? And with those lead sources, could you double down on them? Could you maybe triple down on them, right? Because if something's really working for you, I'm not going to change it. Let's just look at how we can improve it. What's the efficiencies here? How do we double down on that? Hey, what lead sources are you currently working that are underperforming, that need the adjustments? All of us on this call know that we need to have multiple pillars of business, multiple lead streams, right? Minimum of 4. Some of us have as much as 12, which is phenomenal, right? But which ones are underperforming? And here's the thing. Why do we have a balance? Why is it that I need 4? Danny, why can't I just double down on the one lead source that I am the master of? The problem with that is in our real estate business, even throughout the year, the course of a year, certain lead sources really don't pick up, right? If you're in an area where there's a lot of snow, open houses don't work well in the wintertime. Tell me right now. And if you're the master of open houses, right, that's a tough gig to do an open house during the wintertime. So it's having that balance so that you have continuously business coming to you and it's just growth like that versus ups and downs in real estate, which is what we want to avoid. So having a balance of lead sources will give you that consistency, right? What new lead sources could you add to broaden your reach and basically expose yourself to more potential clients, or just increase your price point? Could you start a geographical farm in a luxury market, right? Right. Really simple is we need multiple channels to be working in our business. That's what it comes down to it, right? And here's the thing. We create, we market, and we stick to a plan to getting the business from those lead sources. So which lead sources could you add? I'll give you a few, right? You can work your past clients center influence database. That's without question. Everyone should be working that. You could be doing a geographical farm, open houses, social media marketing, online marketing, which is separate than social media, right? You could do new or old expireds, for sale by owners, non-owner occupied properties, affiliates, right? Working affiliates. So what are affiliates? Those are your vendors. Those are your mortgage brokers, your title companies, lawyers, whoever you may know, right? You could be working a networking group within the community, a BNI group as an example. You could be running seminars or workshops, right? You could be working an email campaign. You know that Tom Ferry and his lead sources, his number one lead source is email campaign. He gets, for every dollar he spends on email, he's getting $44 back, right? How is your email campaign? See, each category has different methods as well and how to work them. So if you're looking for some ideas, you may want to check out the lead generation systems book that's in the Illume. There are 30 different ways to generate a lead, right? So growth tip number 2 is redefine and expand the lead sources that you currently have. Okay. Growth tip number 3, break down your goals. See, the last thing you want to do is find yourself looking up at this massive goal for the year and wondering, how am I ever going to accomplish that? This is too much. There's no way I can achieve that. But the key is to break down the goal into smaller, more manageable, bite-sized actions. Right? We talk about the quarterly goal, what we achieve for the quarter, but then can you break that down for the month? Can you break that down for the week, for the day? Hey, do you know what your daily number is? How many conversations do you need to have every single day to achieve that huge goal by the end of the year? Because we're talking about averages here, right? We're working on the average, working on consistency here. What is your daily goal? If you focus on the daily, the weekly will come to fruition, the monthly will come to fruition, and then eventually the yearly comes to fruition. It really comes down to those little things that you do every single day. And when you break down the goals into these manageable pieces, kind of like a scoreboard of your goal, the results, your confidence, the growth, that all comes together. So my question to you is, what is your daily number? And are you hitting that daily number? Are you working it every day to make sure you hit that daily number? We talk about, a minimum standard of talking to 5 people that you know every day, talk to 5 people that you don't know every day and follow up on 4 different leads. Now that's kind of broad, you know what I mean? That's like thrown all over for all of our clients, but it may not apply to you. You may be outstanding with your database. You may be outstanding with for sale by owners and expireds, and you don't need to hit 14 conversations. You need a lot less than that to achieve your goals. But that's you knowing your numbers. But then someone else might be like, hey, Danny, I do a lot of circle dialing, and I really need to hit up more like 15, 20 conversations a day. and that's fine. You know your numbers, and that's key. Know what your daily number is and go after it every single day. All right, tip number 4. You need to believe. Yes, you do, right? And I'm going to be blunt here, right? You can't be wishy-washy. You can't hesitate. You can't be an unconfident person, right? You're not going to achieve your goals, right? You need to believe in you, right? If you want to accomplish your goals, that means you need to go in full in with confidence, with a plan in place, and you need to know, hey, I know I can believe this, which means, this is key, no more limiting beliefs, no more bad habits, no more spiraling into depression when someone says, does not say or does not do what you think they should be doing. Okay, no more buying into the drama. No more clinging to, that's how I've always done it. Grow up. Okay, change. No more yelling yourself into that, hey, I can't do this growth. No, don't tell yourself that, right? It starts up here. If you struggle with confidence and your belief is your ability to achieve your goals, then here are a couple of things you need to do. Number 1 is make 2 lists. One, where you doubt yourself and you write down all those limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. You identify the disbeliefs that you can do, right? And what you want to do is take that one sheet of paper. Then you want to identify those beliefs and how I can achieve this. I know I can achieve this. I know I can do this. And what I want you to do is post both of them. Realize that that's one belief and that's another belief. And when you feel that, hey, I'm not really doing what I am, I'm going into a kind of spiral of limiting beliefs, I want you to recognize that. And then I need you to turn to the other one and start believing yourself, right? This is key, right? What you feed your mind, that's going to help you grow, okay? And then the last one I wrote down, number 5, please write this one down, is you need to find accountability. Okay, you need to find accountability, right? We've been around this business a long time, and those that achieve the big numbers have accountability. They have a lot of discipline, right? And discipline comes by having those that help you around you, right? If you're not consistently performing the actions that you need to happen, you're simply not doing and achieving your goals. It's because your behaviors, right? It's your behaviors, right, which are taking you this way, are not aligned with your goals. And we need to bring them together. We need to bring your behaviors with your goals and go together. So self-discipline is extremely rare quality in people, right? Especially the kind that requires what we have as a goal, right? So I need you to share. I need you to find some people that can hold you accountable, right? It could be a mastermind group. It could be me. I'll apply for the job. Absolutely, right? Who do you have in your life that's going to hold you accountable? Right? Look at your family, look at your friends. Remember, accountability partners can help you in focusing what you need to work on every day, help you in even the skill set. I love accountability partners who are there for you when it comes to working on your skill set as well. It's not just the goals. So those are the 5 tips I have for you in growth. Does anyone have any questions regarding that?
I have a comment, Danny.
You go ahead, Renee.
Okay, first, I love this call today, and I want to thank you for a coaching call yesterday. It was great. I needed it. I needed you to say, Renee, you won't like what I'm saying, but I gotta say it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Renee. Right. And remember, never cancel a coaching call if you don't feel up to the call. Never cancel a coaching call if you don't feel like being on the call. That's when you need the most, right? And again, thank you for sharing that, Renee. All right, guys, no other questions, no other concerns? Then if that's the case, please unmute yourselves. All right, you guys ready? Then what day is it today, baby?
Money-making day.
That's right, it's a money-making day. So what do you have to do in your business right now to help you move the needle? Go after it. I'll talk to all of you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.